So some really good news about Minnesota Vikings superstar running back Dalvin Cook's groin injury. And Vikings fans may have thought that they were getting the shaft on the season when Dalvin went out with his groin. But you would be nuts if you think that Dalvin would be missing any ball. So Tom Pelissero, #OneOfUs, just tweeted this out. Quote, Vikings running back Dalvin Cook avoided a major injury Sunday night when he left the loss to Seattle after tweaking his groin. He's good, source said. Minnesota may exercise caution with 0-5 Atlanta up next before the bye, the divisional game November 1st at Green Bay. So really good news. Dalvin Cook underwent an MRI on Monday. Now, now, is this a real tweak or is this a Mike Zimmer tweak? Because if it's a Zimmer tweak, Dalvin's career might be over. I mean, this might be finito. But I thought that it was a really good sign that Dalvin was able to come back onto the sideline after going into the locker room with Sugarman. And then also he returned for one play, didn't get the ball, but then they pulled him out perhaps out of an abundance of caution. But, I was thinking, if Dalvin returned to the Sunday night game, if it had been a big playoff game or if it had been the Super Bowl, he probably would have been able to gut it out. Dalvin, even though he does have a history of being injury prone, is an extremely tough dude, and obviously he wants to be there for his teammates. And plus, I mean, he's got pride. Like he knows what people say about him and his injury history, and it's apparent and is what it is. But he wants to prove the haters wrong. He wants to prove that he's worth all of that money. And with Dalvin, it's fantastic news because I had been worried that maybe this is one of those lingering soft tissue injuries like the Adam Thielen hamstring from last season that just lingers. And of course, you have an alpha, super competitive dude who wants to get back on the field, pushes themselves a little bit too far, too fast, and then the rest of the season is just sort of a wash. But we'll see what happens on Sunday. I'm sure Dalvin will be held out of practice all week. Dalvin is the type of player that he doesn't really need to practice to be able to play on Sunday. But Alexander Bam Bam Madison is revved up, ready to go in that offense. Ran for his first 100-yard game on Sunday night, 112 yards. Wish it was 113. But, but I don't think the Vikings should take the Falcons lightly because if they fall to 1-5 and give Atlanta the first win of the season under interim head coach Raheem Morris, it's over. It's over. But 2-4, getting into the bye of the season is salvageable as they get into the easier part of the middle of the schedule. So you may see a spot where Dalvin dresses but doesn't play. Maybe if poop does hit the fan, maybe Dalvin gets a couple of reps here or there. But I do fully expect to see a big load of Alexander Madison as well as Mike Boone, some Amir Abdullah sprinkled in there as well because, as I mentioned, the Vikings do have a bye week 7, and then they have the showdown at Lambeau week 8 against the greasy, grimy Green Bay Packers. Obviously, would want Dalvin as close to 100% for that because that could be a season. That's the Alamo for the Vikings this year, just trying to salvage the season up in Green Bay when they actually could have fans there. But overall, really good news for Dalvin Cook, and I mean, it just really sucked because Dalvin leading the league in rushing, I guess 489 or somewhere in that neighborhood, and was building a resume for a potential MVP type run if Russell Wilson quit football, I guess. Maybe he'll get there. But Dalvin was the catalyst of the offense. Madison, respect, is a decent facsimile, but he's not Dalvin friggin' Cook, and he is the most dynamic. He is the best 3-down running back in the National Football League, and the Vikings offense goes as Dalvin goes. So, again, if they don't need him against Atlanta, fine. Bye week, get as healthy as possible for Green Bay, and then also the middle of that schedule, get ready for that stretch run. Let's go. But again, knock on wood, Vikings actually get a little bit of positive injury news this season. Weird. So weird. Again, knock on all the wood. No more alien abductions. Let's rock and roll. But your thoughts, Dalvin Cook, positive news on his MRI. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work? Post on the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.